now that we've got the front 3-link installed, we are reinstalling the Artec Industries skid. So what we need to do is make a few modifications back here just so it sits nice and flush with that new cross member. We did have to take out the old transfer case skid plate that was from the factory. So we're gonna make a new one out of T6 aluminum, and we're gonna try to tie it in with the Artec Industries. Now that we've got our skid plate off, we've got our hole marked. So now I'm just gonna mark the center, drill that out so we can have our skid plate nice and tight. So now that we've got the hole drilled, we're going to use this homemade nut-sert tool because the nut-sert tool we have is too small. I'm going to get this thing installed. So now that we've got the nut-sert in, we're going to come back over to the new piece of aluminum that we got this morning. It's actually the same thickness as the Artec Industries skid plate. So what we're going to be doing is cutting out this area, and it's going to match into here, and we're going to tie into factory holes here and here. And then once we get this cut and drilled, we are going to also cut, drill, and countersink the holes for our UHMW. So now that we've got the new piece of aluminum cut, let's see how it fits. Perfect. So now we just got to drill the holes and do the UHMW. So we went ahead and reinstalled the Artec Industries skid plate and took our freshly cut piece of aluminum down and made it a little bit easier marking the holes underneath there. So now we've just got to drill these holes and get it matched up to the UHMW. So now that we've cut our new aluminum piece to match up to the Artec Industries skid plate, we also drilled our front holes, and we're going to be using the fuel tank, the factory fuel tank skid plate that's provided. We're going to be using one of the holes here. So now that we've got this piece of aluminum situated exactly where we want it, we're going to mark these holes, and then we also marked around this bracket so that we know that we don't want to cut the UHMW for that, so we're not putting any more stress on this brace. Now that we've got our holes drilled and our brackets marked, it's time to trace out our UHMW so that we can get everything connected and put on. Now let's get it cut. Okay, so I now have the aluminum skid plate in basically all the way, and I have one bolt in the UHMW, just trying to pair that up, drilling a few holes and mounting those together, so then we'll be good to go. And that's a wrap on the one-day skid plate project.